Hello everyone, welcome to Mockbank. Let us talk the last of all the tenses, that is future perfect continuous tense. And where do we use future perfect continuous tense? This is used to indicate a continuing action that will be completed at some specified time in the future. So what is the meaning? Unlike in future perfect tense, where the action initiated in the future and terminated in the future, what is going to happen over here is the action will begin in the future and will be continued in the future. So if you have to understand from the timeline, let's say this is where I am as of now, this is the future, this is the future. If I'm going to start a future perfect tense, what is the meaning? That action somewhere will be initiated in the future and will also get terminated in the future. How about perfect continuous? So this continuous gives you the sense that the action will remain continued in the future. So what is the meaning? That this action will be starting in the future and will then be continued. So we will be talking about, and be it past perfect continuous or present perfect continuous or future perfect continuous, we always talk about an action that started and is continued. And if it has to be completed, a specific time frame will always be offered as to when these actions are going to be terminated. Now let us say this statement. What is that it is trying to say? I shall have been playing. So that means I will start playing in the future and then I will continue playing. So it has not given you any specific timeline where the action will get terminated in the future. Do we have the clarity about it? The difference between future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. Now what are the rules? Rules like other future tenses with I and we, shall have will be the helping verb, shall have been, and with others, what are these others? He, she, it, you and they. The helping verb that we will be using is will have been. Pretty long helping verb. And with these we will be using ing form of the main verb. That is important for us to understand. Ing form of the main verb. And how to make the negative of sentences? Where am I going to place not? If I am going to make negative of this affirmative sentence, I shall have been playing, I am going to use this as I, and then shall not have been playing. So where did I place not? I placed not between shall and have, like I did it in the future perfect tense. And if I'm going to make the interrogative of it, this is going to be a pretty simple rule. What I'm going to do is I will be writing shall and then the subject and then have been playing, so forth and so on. Always remember that with future perfect continuous tense we have got two things to determine time frame: for and since. Since is used to specify if the timeline is definite. If we have got a definite timeline, we are going to use and if the timeline is not very much clear, we use for. Say for example, I have been living in this city for 10 years. So for 10 years is something that is very indefinite. Which year I started, what time I started is not given, but it is told that I started living in this city for last 10 years. And if I happen to say that I have been living in this city since 1991, so I am giving you the definite timeline. So with all the perfect continuous tenses, be it past, present or future, for will be used for indefinite time frame, and since will be used for definite time frame. That is the only thing that I needed to add over here. I hope that you have understood it as to where to use future perfect continuous tense, an action that is going to start in the future and will be continued in the future. It is not being talked about the termination thing. And if that is the scenario, we are going to use future perfect continuous tense. I hope that you have liked the content of this video. In case of any doubt, please write us at faculty@mockbank.com. Bye bye and take care.